everybody. Glad to see you. Thanks for stopping in and spending some time with me. So today I'm going to be working on my Chunky Junkie, and I'm going to do some Christmas pages because I'm going to put this video up close to Christmas. And I'm going to kind of take some time off and be with the family and get all the things done I need to do going up until Christmas. So I'm just making some videos ahead. And let's see, I'm going to go ahead and cover these pages. That was, I think, a list of people that were in a giveaway I had earlier this year. But I didn't mark when the giveaway was and which one it was, and so I'm just going to go ahead and decorate these pages with some of the paper that I used. Well, the red is the paper that I used this year. The rest of the paper that I used, while I was doing this, I discovered a little bag that I had pulled out of the closet that was some of the scraps from last Christmas. And I was pretty happy with those scraps because my daughter really wasn't wanting me to take all kinds of papers home because I have a art room full of paper ephemera. Way too much paper ephemera that I'm probably never going to use unless I start making journals just to give away. But so far I haven't had the time to do that. And I seem to be more interested in gluing than making journals. Anyway, what I'm doing here is I liked this particular paper that I used because it had, I don't know if I even showed you, I'm trying to look, but embossed on that red paper is reindeer. So it was something I didn't know until I actually opened it up. I thought it was just the red foil for wrapping, but it had the nice little reindeer on it. So I really liked it. But I'm just casually gluing and having a good time and just kind of relaxing as things start progressing. I'm kind of looking around to see what's underneath there that's making it so hard to glue. And there was a crocheted daisy. So I'm kind of gathering some of the papers here, and the ribbon that I have there is one that I picked up at the bins. It was made into a great big gigantic bow, and I took it apart and just rolled the ribbon to flatten it out, and it was so pretty. It's like a burlap, and it has reindeer on it. And anyway, while I had that laid out, I cut out of this teal piece of paper. It was really odd that the paper was odd because you couldn't tear it. It had plastic on it of some sort. So anyway, I thought, well, it's kind of scrunched up a little bit. It's not too good to lay out, but maybe I'll make a Christmas tree with it. And I decided to go ahead and staple this in just because I have found, I used to do a lot of gluing plastic down, but I found that it doesn't hold up over the long term. It glues in fine when you're doing it, but when you go back, I find the plastic kind of peels off. So I'm now a stapler. I want to keep the plastic pieces in. I don't want to have to re-glue. And I don't mind re-gluing things, but I do like plastic things in my glue books. So I best just staple them in the, this isn't really a glue book, this is Chunky Junky, and it's just all kinds of things. So there's gluing, there's painting, there's all kinds of things in it. And I'm going to be doing a full flip through of it towards the end of the year. So you want to watch out for that, because so many of the pages I work on just to relax and not film on camera. So I don't work on camera. And I find it a little more relaxing to do that. I love to do it when the camera's running. I don't really think about it too much. But sometimes I don't want to bother to go get my camera or this or that. Or I start working and the next thing I know, I've been an hour and done 2 or 3 pages and I didn't ever turn the camera on. So this is one page there that I liked really well that I'm passing through. But we'll take time and we'll get the full pages and we'll show you everything. I'll do that towards the end of the year and have a nice flip through of this whole book. Now, I did love this blue paper. I love the little Santa Clauses. I knew that sounded wrong somehow. But I love the little snowmen. And I do have Santa Clauses that I pick up here and there, that some that I really, really like. But mostly I like the snowmen. And one of the reasons is because I keep my snowmen up in as decor through January and February when it's snowy outside a lot. And so I don't get snowmen that look particularly Christmassy, but I have a variety of different ones that I like. And I just like having them around for longer than the Christmas season. Santas all get packed away with all the Christmas stuff, but the snowmen stay out. So again, I'm using these, that angel is a Christmas ornament that was in the bins and got wet, and somebody threw them out or sent them over to the Goodwill thinking that somebody could use them, all wrinkled and waterlogged and torn. And sure enough, that's the first thing I gravitate to. I know that you can peel it right off of that warped cardboard and glue it into a book. So anyway, the gross grain ribbon was in that box of Christmas ornaments, and I thought, oh, I'll just tie it in to kind of help stabilize the book, and glue it down on the outside so it'll stay put. And that worked out fine. I really did feel that the book was more solid with that being tied there. And it makes a really nice fat bow at the very top of the book. I still have not put a cover on this one. I did have, I do like the polka dots. I just really like the polka dots. And then I put a little pink thing over the words that it's an essay book. It's not an essay book. I can't think of what you call it. But, the brand name and all that on the front. I did put a piece of paper over that. But I'm still kind of thinking about how to decorate it, because this book has everything in it from all year long. I've got Easter in it. I've got Halloween in it. I have 4th of July in it. Because it seems like my Chunky Junkies take about a year to fill. So because I do so many other things. But I really, it's very eclectic, so I don't like to put anything on the front that's particularly seasonal. It needs to be something that's non-seasonal. We'll get there. We'll get there. I found this little piece of paper and it said Grandma on it. So I guess that was my gift from a little guy. And and that I've got the book turned upside down because I was doing something. And anyway, that I just pasted in was from Holly. Journal with Dolly. I always get confused, Holly or Dolly. It's Journal with Dolly, but Holly is her name. That's what it is, Journal with Dolly. And Holly is her name. But anyway, she sent me those, and I have an envelope that I want to show you. I do have some envelopes of Happy Mail that have come in that I have stashed away for video, but I haven't had a chance to do it, and it got put into a bag. And I mislaid it is what I did. So anyway, and it had her return address on it. So I was waiting to find it, and find it I did just a couple weeks ago. So hopefully I can get her something back in the mail as soon as possible, because I've had it for a little while. So anyway, but I did use that piece in this journal, and something else I think is in here from that. I try not to use anything until I show it, but sometimes it's so hard because when I'm looking at it, I find the perfect spot, and if I don't put something in the very perfect spot that I'm thinking of at the moment, I won't remember. I'll be thinking, what was I going to do with that? So this page is getting filled up, and I think the book is still upside down. Oh, I know. Oh my gosh. I had a terrible time gluing this Christmas tree down, and I was not wanting to glue it down because it was pretty on the backside. It was all sparkly on the backside. So I was trying to staple it at the top, and it seemed really flimsy, and so I thought I'd better put a couple extra staples in it, and I couldn't get the stapler to work. And I think I was trying to show you here how many times I tried to staple it, and each time I had to stop everything and try and pry the staple out, which of course is very tiny and slippery in your hands, especially when you have gluey fingers. You would think it would stick to your hands, but it doesn't. But anyway, I finally just gave up. I gave up, and I thought, okay, I'm not going to see the back side of it. I'm just going to glue that beautiful tree in, and we'll just see the top of it. So I used an awful lot of glue, but that it didn't. I do know. I think I edited it out where I tried to use the glue stick, and it wouldn't stick with the glue stick. But anyway, I thought that made a pretty page with my stamped image from Holly, and the snowflakes that are all glittery, and the tree that's glittery, and all the gold and the shiny. I just really love that page. And the blue page, it seemed kind of dull, and so I thought, well, maybe I'll just cut some snowflakes. And it was cracking me up because I totally forgot how to cut snowflakes. I know I used to do it all the time when I was a kid. I don't think I've made a snowflake in 50 years. But I made the worst snowflakes ever. But they went in the book because I just wanted to put some snowflakes on there. And we're all just going to have to use our imaginations that these actually floated down from the skies and they're all crystally. Well, that one was really too big. So I had to deal with that. I cut a piece off of it. And I had a lot of fun with it. I felt a little frustrated because I couldn't seem to cut a snowflake, and I felt like I was filming too long, so I didn't want to take the time to figure out how to cut a snowflake. My camera keeps my phone keeps filling up with video and pictures, and I run out of room, and so when I'm gluing too long, I feel like I might not be able to upload it because I won't have room or I'll have to delete something else. So anyway, I feel a little pressure when the camera's on to keep going. So we have my wonky snowflakes on this page, and I thought, well, maybe I need a little more, maybe I need some tiny snowflakes. So here I am, and I've got these horribly gluey hands, and I'm working with this tiny pieces of tissue paper. And so anyway, I was having fun, but I felt like I was a little pressured to get something else on this little page to make it more fun than just a piece of wrapping paper from last year. But I do want to remember my wrapping papers from different years. And I have some from this year I'm going to put in that I used. And then maybe if I can scrounge some after Christmas before they bag it and take it out to the trash, I may be able to grab a few pieces or just some small pieces to put in a book. So anyway, I'm about finished here, and I'm just going to show you everything that I did and give you a little bit of a close-up view of what I've got. See, there's my little name from my little guy I got a present from last year. That's my grandson that was 5 last year. He's 6 this year, and just a doll. Just so fun. Well, I'm running out of time, so I've got to say goodbye. And I want to thank everybody for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to. I'm just here for fun. So, bye-bye.